Hello everyone, this is Dave from Dave's Recent Things. Welcome to Wreathster Week. Today, day number 5. It's day number 5 already. I know, they always go by so fast, but I am loving it, and I know you are all loving it as well from the comments right down below. Today, day number 5, episode number 5 of my Wreathster Week series, 7 days, 7 wreaths, plus don't forget that bonus one right at the very end, totaling 8 episodes. And there's that playlist right down below in that description box. Click on that, and that's going to take you to all of the previous episodes as well. Why don't I just get started on day number 5 and show you what I made. I found this cute little grapevine hanging basket, and I thought perfect idea, along with some green floral foam, 2.5-inch wired ribbon. It's kind of a plaid. This was in my stash. And in my stash as well, I found all this greenery, different styles, colors, shapes, textures, along with some white floral picks. And some white eggs. These are just paintable eggs, plastic. They're not real, don't worry. Some barbecue skewers, some paint in white acrylic, and my regular crafting utensils to create this project today. First thing I'm going to do is get my painting out of the way, and I'm just going to take those barbecue skewers. These are just wood barbecue skewers. You can get them at any dollar store, craft store. And I'm just taking a little bit of acrylic white paint, painting them, and then I'm just going to stick them in that green floral foam I'm going to use later on for them to completely dry. Just stick them right in there, let them dry, and boom, we are ready to go. Now, everybody has asked me what is my process? How do you do your process, or how do you come up with these ideas? Here's one way I kind of come up with these ideas. I just get my sketchbook out and my pencil, and I just start sketching. And then I just kind of label everything. You know, I want a big floppy bow here. I want some grass at the background here, all that. And I kind of just lay it all out on my piece of paper. Now, sometimes I do just wing it and I just kind of have an idea in my head, but a lot of the times I do sketch it down. Now what I'm going to do is, once I've got my idea sketched down, I'm going to get that floral foam, cut it down to size, and fit it right into the inside of our hanging basket. Now for me, I'm not gluing anything down today, but if you want it more secure, you could use hot glue to glue all this floral foam and all of your florals in here into the green foam as well. So once that's all done, I'm going to start with my greenery, and the tallest of the greenery is this grass. So I'm just going to, well, fluff it up, if you will. And like I said before, if you want to add hot glue, you can totally add hot glue and stick everything in, but I'm going to start with my highest and my tallest grass. That is these little onion grasses from the Dollar Tree. Once that's all in there, I'm going to use these ficus branches as well. I'm just going to cut those down, and that's going to create a beautiful green backdrop. And when you're choosing your greenery, it's always good to use different colors, different textures. You can see I'm using different leaves in different shades of green. That will really add interest. You don't want just the same color green in your background. You want a little bit of interest there when you're looking at it. And my final piece that I'm going to add is this long green vine. And I just love how it all came together nicely. Here is all the greenery. Of course, this will be perfect just the way it is, but we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit just for a little bit of Easter flair. We've got all the grass in the background, all the leaves in the foreground are the beautiful vine. When I originally did my sketch, I wanted to do a big floppy bow. So I made one. I looked at it. I fluffed it up. I tried it on there. I did not like it. I'm not going to lie. It did not work for me. I had this idea of a big floppy bow, but I think a big floppy bow without the wired ribbon would have been so much better. So I decided just to take it apart. I'm not going to waste this ribbon because I think it's really pretty. I just decided to lay it out. I grabbed my ruler, and now we're going to start making our bow. So we're going to measure out 18 inches, gather it together. So that 18 inches is going to be the tail. And then I'm going to measure out 10 inches, which will create 5-inch loops. So my idea after the big floppy bow incident of 2025, that's what we'll call it, is to just do little bows. So I'm just going to do little loops here. I'm measuring out 10 inches, gathering it together, and I'm going to do that for all of my loops. So all of my loops are going to be measured at the 10 inches mark. Once I get the last one down and I see the end of my other tail, I'm going to use the same pipe cleaner. I'm not going to waste anything today. I'm not going to throw anything out. I'm just going to reuse it. Twist that pipe cleaner right around the center, and then we've got our beautiful bow that needs a lot of fluffing and a lot of attention, might add. And I also decided I'm going to add some more ribbon. So I just cut a piece of ribbon. I don't really know the length of it. I dovetailed it and then attached it right to the back. So now I have 4 long tails. And then I'm just going to attach that right to the side of that grapevine basket, feed it through. Once it's where I want it to go, twist it around, cut off the excess, and our bow is nicely attached. I'm going to cut off some of those white florals that I showed you right at the beginning, and I'm going to start adding those in there as well, just to break up that greenery a little bit with those white florals, and of course with my eggs. And with these eggs, there was a little plug right at the bottom. I just took my X-Acto knife, pulled it out, and you can see the little hole at the bottom. So I had a hole there already. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm going to add those skewers that we painted white. And these are my egg picks that I've created that we're going to add to our basket as well to break up a little bit of that greenery, just the same way we did with those florals. And here I am, I'm cutting down my wooden skewers just a little bit every now and then, different sizing, different heights, and then I'm going to add them to our basket as well. For my bow, I wanted to create little curls, and all I'm doing, this is just a yellow tulle roll that I got from the dollar store. It was a perfect size. I'm just rolling up the ribbon, and since it's a wired ribbon, it's going to hold its shape, almost like a hair curler, if you will. So right at the very end of our roll, I'm going to take our tulle roll, and then I'm just going to wrap that ribbon right around it, and then I'm just going to roll it up around that tulle roll, right to the top, hold it there just for a bit, and then we'll take that little tulle roll out, and then I work on the next one. Once I get all 4 of those ribbon tails all done and curled, I just pull them a little bit, and boom, we have our little curl ribbon tails for our beautiful bow, and our basket is all complete. Just our beautiful grapevine basket. We've got all that greenery in there. And then we've got splashes of white with those florals and our long green vine. And again, that 2.5-inch wired plaid ribbon, which we fixed. And here it is hanging on my door. I mean, just looking at it now, I have that little twig hanging out on the left-hand side. I have to fix that. But everything else, I think, just came out exactly how I envisioned it, with all of that greenery and then that white with our beautiful plaid bow. A great little hanging basket for Easter. Don't forget, the link is right down below in the description box. That's going to take you to the playlist for Wreathster Week and all the other episodes. Thank you so much for joining me today for day number 5 of my Wreathster Week series. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.